What's up, dude? Today we're gonna be looking at some like totes water elevators. Some like tips and tricks for you, bud. So pretty much, this is my item sorting system. And to get to the different levels, I just have different water elevators. Pretty simple, just glass panes and trapdoors. It allows you to easily walk in and walk out. And yeah, just first layer and then the second, and then up to the top where you can actually put your items in to be filtered. And to get down, I use these commonly. It's just that bottom half slab with a source block and a sign, and they allow you to safely drop down and not have any problems. And that's actually how I get down here from however far I need to. And so over here I have a way to get out. It's just a gap with some glass panes, but what you can also use is, you know, it's common to use signs, but you can also use banners. And a trick I learned, if instead you don't want to go all the way to the bottom, but you have like a few levels you want to, maybe have them on different corners, so like you could lean into a certain corner to get there. Instead of just taking fall damage, you actually fall into the corner that's sticking out between the two chests, so you don't take any damage. It's kind of crazy. See, I'm swimming. It works pretty well. So I think that's all the stuff, at least down here. So we can come up. So right now this is 63 and at the top is 200. So I just have this water elevator you can step into that goes all the way up. And a really useful trick when building one of these, the first time I did it I used buckets the whole time and just went up as I went. If you just stack ice with like Silk Touch, just stack ice all the way up, and when you put the soul sand underneath and you start breaking the ice blocks, they all turn into source blocks, and so you can keep coming up and up and up and up until you're all the way up and you don't have to deal with thousands of buckets having to get up and go down every time. Helps a ton. So that just goes all the way down to the very bottom, and this is one of those drops I was talking about that has just a half slab with water in it. Now this is a really useful design for a Riptide elevator. Is the way of walking from there all the into it and taking you to the top is 12 seconds. But if you have a Riptide Trident, this one, before I do it, let me just show you what it is 3 blocks, a pressure plate, and your source block. And then you, from your source block, you want to go up exactly 40 blocks. At that 40th block, you want to put a sign below it. So on the 39th, 40th, have a water source block, and then 2 above that you need to have a solid block so you don't go any higher, and it pretty much just kicks you out. And so then once you're in, you can just aim at the, you know, keep aiming at the wall so that as you go you can just come up to the top. And because the top wasn't exactly 40 blocks, I had to make some strange contraption so you can get out reliably. But from the bottom of this all the way up here with this is 12 seconds, and this one is 7.5, so it is a lot quicker. And for water elevator tips and tricks, I think that's about it. So we'll just drop down here. See ya, bruh.